messages. This is your collective reading. Now, as this is collective, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements where you're likely to find a message in there. Now, let's get into this. This is going to be about love, work, what obstacles you've got coming up, any strengths that you've got that you can to overcome those obstacles, and then what lesson you'll be learning throughout this particular period of your journey. Let's get into this. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for Scorpio? Well, I don't think that's quite readable. I mean, I could, but you too many, thank you. Let me just close that curtain a little bit, get rid of some of the glare. Oh, excuse the times. Not that that's helped much with the glare. Where's the best? Sorry. The joys of doing readings during the day when it's still light. I'll show you the cards anyway. So, in love, we have Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So, this is potentially telling me that you are feeling like you're coming out of a loss. So, whether you are restarting something, whether you feel like you've lost someone and now you're coming out of that, and you may have come out of a separation potentially. Whatever it is, you're coming out of feeling abandoned. It could be that you're getting into a new relationship, or you could have discovered a lot of self-love going on here. Let's get some clarity on this Five of Pentacles. So what's going on in love for Scorpio? What's this Five of Pentacles, Spirit? What's coming out? Oh. So I actually think you may have gone back to somebody in the past. We have an Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Actually, maybe not. I'm not sure. Some of you may have. We've got an Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, suggesting that effort wasn't being put in. So something wasn't where, or it's like you've decided to just stop putting effort into something. It could just be that you've given up on a particular person and you've stopped letting them occupy your head. Um, this is very much you not wanting to put any effort or energy into anything anymore. We do have a Six of Cups, and this is why I thought it was potentially you going back to somebody from the past. Um, it's in the reverse. So whatever it was, it didn't end particularly bad. I am going to take it back and say that I don't think you've got together with someone in the past. I think this is you no longer wanting to deal with it. Very much going, I've had enough of moving on. It was, I've got no happy memories, or you memories are too painful for you, potentially. There's too much that's happened and you're walking on, moving on. And we've very much got this chariot here suggesting that you are moving on swiftly, your heart and your head are now aligned. You no longer feel like you need to hold space for this person. You don't feel like you can put any more effort into it. You're walking away from it. So, yeah, to me, it looks as though you've moved on from somebody, possibly happily ready to move into something new. Very much have to charge full speed at something new, I feel. Now, at work, we have an Eight of Swords. So at work, you're in your head. You're doing a lot of overthinking about something at work. You feel very stuck. Like, potentially, is no escape. It's maybe a very monotonous job where you're just doing the same thing over and over again. There's no end in sight, maybe. Um, it could be that you are very, very overworked, not enough staff, and you just don't know how to get out. Maybe the job market is particularly hard as well. Now we do have a Nine of Swords here, so you are trying to not let it stress you out. You could have been getting really stressed previously, but you're trying to not let it. Now we have a Nine of Wands in the reverse too, so it does suggest to me that you are very much sharing what you're thinking with other people. If you were taking it all to heart before, letting it stress you out, you're not doing that anymore. You're opening up and you're telling people about it. You're very much remo removing the boundaries that you've put up with regards to work. It could be very much, maybe you're somebody that likes to do everything yourself. Possibly you thought that, you know, you couldn't do as good a job as you, but you're having to learn actually you've got to let them do their job. You can't do everything, and it's like you're having to let them do the work that you would have normally picked up. So potentially there could be some teamwork going on here. That could be, you could very well be overthinking things because you might have to be double checking stuff. Um, you might not necessarily trust them. We do have a Three of Hearts as well. So it does suggest that something has happened at work, and it could have something to do with you having to allow other people to do your work with those boundaries that you've had to bring down. It could be upsetting you because you might be taking it to heart thinking that it's because you can't do it. But in reality, it's probably more likely that you just can't do everything. And it's just got you thinking, am I going to get the stuff? Am I not good enough? Am I not the best at it? Am I at risk of, you know, somebody pipping me to the post of stuff? And it does feel like you may have lost a few sleepless nights in worry. You are trying to come out of that, though. It could very well be that you are sharing your burdens and any concerns you've got with a third party as well. You could be talking about that with someone, maybe a counselor, maybe a boss at work. And it could be that you're talking about the pain that you're going through with them and trying to bring that burden down so that you're no longer overburdened with work. Now, obstacles, we have a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So this one's telling me that you don't know what you're doing, or someone else doesn't know what they're doing. Now, that would be very much why you're stressing a lot, because if it's somebody at work and they don't know what they're doing and they don't know how to go about something, you're going to end up stressing about it and thinking, I should have just done it myself. From the look of it, you may have been in conflict with this person and you're trying to come out of being in conflict. Now, this could also be an internal conflict with you constantly arguing with yourself, but you're trying to let go. To me, it does feel very much like you're having to relinquish a bit of responsibility to someone, and it's a struggle for you. We have a Four of Swords here as well, so it looks like you were very much overworked and could have needed some time out, but it's a struggle for you to let go, and it's a struggle for you to take that time out and not overburden yourself, and understand that you've got to let other people do something at sometimes. We've also got a Four of Pentacles, so you are very tightly holding on to what you've got going on here. You're very tightly holding on to all of your roles and responsibilities, and it's upsetting you to have to kind of relinquish the role a little bit. But from the look of it, the strength that you've got to help you through this, you've got some other opportunity here. So it could just be very much that you're moving into something new. You've got a new job potentially. You've got something new coming in your career. You could be just focusing on new things, and it's going to help you through because you're not going to have time to do your old job and a new job. You're very much not going to have that. So let's get clarification of this Ace of Pentacles. This is telling me that you've got, yeah, if you, the strength is very much that something new that is coming in for you, something tangible, is going to keep you occupied. So we've got Seven of Cups in the reverse. So whatever it is, you know exactly what it is that you want. You know exactly where you need to be. You know what's good for you. Okay. This new start, this new job, whatever this opportunity is, you know that it's good for you. You know that it is what you ultimately want to do. From the look of it, you don't want to do the thing in the past anymore. You want this new, and you know that new is going to be good for you. You've got a Three of Wands, and you're fed up of waiting. So it could be that this job or this opportunity has been a long time coming and you're sick of waiting around to have to do it. Now, as daft as it sounds, it could be that you've got to train someone up before you can move on to your new job. And it could very well be that that lack of patience is going to help you because you're just trying to get them to do it as quick as possible so you can move forward. But yeah, this lack of patience, this knowing what's good for you is a massive strength with regards to this because you're running out of patience for whoever this is that doesn't seem to have a clue, and it's helping you realize that that new start is something that is going to be beneficial for you. We do have a Four of Cups, so you are still potentially looking around, maybe not necessarily knowing is whether what you're going into is going to be the best. It could be that you're still looking around other options. Um, to me, it feels like this has got you bored and you're just waiting for that new. You can't wait to get on with just the new and forget about the old. That's very much what it's feeling like to me. Now, what lesson you're going to be learning? We have a chariot in the reverse. So it's something to do with stuck energy. Apologies for that little interruption there. Joys of urgent appointments. Right. Anyway, so the chariot. So it looks to me like you're learning a lesson about certain things not aligning within you, and potentially feeling a little bit stuck and having arguments between your heart and your head very much. So let's get some clarity on this chariot. Yeah. So here I've got an Ace of Swords, so potentially lying to yourself. This is very much your head having arguments with yourself, very much not seeing the truth of what actually makes you happy. It's very much your heart and your head not in agreement. What makes you happy here? And a world in the reverse keeping you stuck. And it's exactly what that chariot is saying. When your heart and your head are not aligned, it is keeping you stuck in a particular spot. You're not moving forward. You don't get the celebration you want. You don't get the success you want. You get stuck. You're stuck at an end of a chapter. So, very much once you understand what it is that makes you happy and you go towards what makes you happy, this will then become in the upright. Chapter then closes and you were able to move forward into that new chapter. It's very much a case of it while you're still lying to yourself about what makes you happy, you are very much stuck in a particular cycle of life. So let's get you some oracle cards. So to me here, it looks as though work is keeping you stuck in this current cycle, even though you want to move forward. Because you've got Chariot in the upright with love, you want to move forward, but it looks as though something within work is keeping you emotionally closed off because it's not what you want. So you're still in an old pattern, an old cycle. Your love cycle looks like it wants to move forward, like I say, but work-wise, you're still a little bit stuck because you haven't fully decided or you haven't fully admitted to yourself what makes you happy. I mean, that could be in love as well. You might not have met anybody new yet because you haven't finished telling yourself what makes you happy. You've got explore fullness, which is all about what fills your emotional cup up, what makes you happy. Intuitive journaling. So if you have any kind of dreams or any random thoughts that just pop up, write about them, journal them down and look over them. And then it is time to shine. And that's very much what it's showing me here in your strengths. It is very much time to shine. Now let's get you an angel of abundance. Oh, we've got successful funding popping straight out. So your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Scorpio. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me and you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to press that subscribe button. And if you press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Thank you very much for joining me and good luck.